Warning: the following events were performed in a closed range by trained professionals. Do not attempt to recreate or reenact any of the events performed on this show.
Welcome to Bullistics, where projectiles go head-to-head with common and often messy household items. Competitors will endure spectacular hits, shocking spills, and magnificent splats. The round that makes the mightiest impact will be crowned champion. You can help choose the winner by voting for your favorite contender in the comments. The epic competition begins now. Here are your Bullistics hosts, Danny King and Corey Romero.
Hey folks, I'm Danny King.
And I'm Corey Romero.
Welcome to Bullistics. In this episode, we have a showdown between 357 SIG rounds and Kansas shaving cream. Afterwards, we have a 45 Long Colt Dangerous Game round going up against 10 Kansas shaving cream. 45 Long Colt rounds have a lot of snap, but can one penetrate 10 Kansas shaving cream? Stick around and let's find out.
Let's head over to the range and see what we can do.
Our first challenger is the 125 grain SIG V-Crown. While SIG has been around for 168 years, they didn't start making ammo until 2014, 7 years ago. Here you can see the remains of the shaving cream cans. We'll show you the remains of the cans after each round so you can have a better idea of how the competitors performed. We'll also show you what the table looked like so you can see just how much of a mess is in those little cans. It's a lot.
Blasting off next is the 125 grain Winchester Ranger.
Our third competitor is the 125 grain Spear Gold Dot.
Our final competitor is the 90 grain Fort Scott Tumble Upon Impact. Fort Scott opened up in 2016, and as the name suggests, they're located in Fort Scott, Kansas.
Well, that wraps up our main competition. Now we'll move on to the featured event. We're going to see if a 45 Long Colt Dangerous Game round can puncture 10 large cans of shaving cream. If it does, we're going to have a pretty good mess to clean up.
Let's go cream some cream. Each can holds 11 ounces of shaving cream, so the total weight is just under 7 pounds. That's a lot of foam to roam. Holy winter wonderland, that was fantastic.
And it smells amazing.
Well, way better than a scorched ostrich egg does.
The 45 Long Colt went through 7 cans and ran out of steam.
It put up a pretty good fight though. We really underestimated just how much the shaving cream would expand once it was outside of the can.
They pack a lot of cream in those cans.
Okay, up next we got to announce the winner from last week's competition. Last week we had the 9mm versus chicken eggs. And in our feature event, we had a YouTube first, the 460 Smith & Wesson up against a jumbo ostrich egg. If you haven't seen that one yet, please go check it out. You gotta see it.
The votes have been counted, and the winner from last week's main competition is the 105 grain Federal Guard Dog. There were a lot of good competitors, and it was a close race, but the Federal Guard Dog excelled beyond the rest. And now, a quick word from this week's sponsors. Just kidding, we don't really have sponsors yet. We host these competitions to give the cartridges a fun way to show off their unique talents and skills. Speaking of them, here's a quick recap of this week's competitors.
Be sure to vote for your favorites in the comments. You should see their little faces light up whenever they see people voting for them. They love that.
They do. And while you're at it, be sure to let us know if there's any household items you'd like to see in future competitions. Who knows? Maybe we can use your item in an upcoming episode.
First, the 125 grain Sig V-Crown.
Second, the 125 grain Winchester Ranger.
Third, the 125 grain Spear Gold Dot.
Fourth, the 90 grain Fort Scott Tumble Upon Impact.
Well, that's it for today.
Thanks for joining us.
We hope you didn't get too messy.
I'm Danny King.
I'm Corey Romero.
And we'll see you back here next week on Bullistics.
Thanks for joining us. Let us know in the comments if there are particular household items you'd like to see on stage. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons if you'd like to see future episodes. Join us again next week for more fun and adventure.